Welcome back to Tampa Bay's Morning Blend. Well, it is now time to play our favorite game. Again, really our only game that we play here on the show, but boy, is it a good one because maybe it'll help you learn about some items that you have in your home. I'm talking about dumpster or no dumpster with the fabulous Dr. Lori. Welcome, Doc. How you doing?
Hi, how are you doing? How are you doing? Before we get started with dumpster or no dumpster, I've got three 1980s albums here. What's your favorite? Michael Jackson, the Go-Go's, Cyndi Lauper. What's your favorite?
Michael Jackson. I remember that album. I love that album. My daughter was even born to Michael Jackson. My husband and I's song is a Michael Jackson song. Love it.
In honor of Roxanne and her radio background, I thought we'd bring out some albums for you. They're all priceless. I'll tell you, my favorite was the Go-Go's.
I was just like, who's hearing that we got the beat right now? I hear that.
The beat. Okay, dumpster, no dumpster. You ready?
Ready. We are ready. Let's just kind of go over. We've got a few items we're going to share. If it's below $50, just kind of a number that we picked, that means throw it in the dumpster.
Right.
What do we have first?
Dumpster or no dumpster? This is a bowl. What do you want to know about it?
What is it made of?
It is made of American Brilliant cut crystal.
How big?
It is 8.5 inches in diameter.
Okay.
If we flipped it over, would it have any interesting markings like manufacturer that might give us a clue?
It would probably not have a manufacturer's marking. It is known to experts by the starburst patterns. So you'd have to learn the patterns to know which manufacturer made it.
Okay. I'm going to say, can we tell our answer now?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to say keep it.
No
dumpster.
Just
don't dump it.
And I will say I am more of a crystal person than a china person. I just naturally go to that. So I'm going to say I'm hoping, and my vote is no dumpster.
It's a no dumpster. It's from the 1925 to 1930 era. It's worth $175.
Nice.
Starting off with a bang.
Find out all about it and research why the crystals are the way they are, then you know it's got to be valuable. So that was a big secret.
And you have to think about time period. And you have to think about condition. And if you're tinging the glass, it means nothing. All that tinging is ridiculous. Okay, next piece.
Next item. We've talked about Thai Beanie Babies before. Is that what this is again?
That is a Thai Beanie Baby. It is a regular Beanie Baby. It is not a teeny beanie. It is not one of the Beanie Buddies. It's a regular Thai Beanie Baby.
So they have the name and the birthday.
Her name is Patty the Platypus. She's from 1993.
I remember from our last conversations, Dr. Lori, that people still do collect these, right?
Yes.
But I'm trying to remember the rest of the conversation and it's escaping me now.
Okay, my mom's going to get really mad at me, but she has a lot of Beanie Babies, and I just always look at them and think, what are we going to do with all these Beanie Babies? We have too many of them. So I'm leaning towards
dumpster or no dumpster?
Dumpster.
You're going dumpster. I think it's close to that mark people will pay, but I'm going to say no dumpster, or I'm going to say dumpster as well. Sorry.
Okay, so you're both dumping it. What you have to know, there's a lot of criteria that you need to know because there's a lot of misinformation about Beanie Babies online. So you have to know about condition, which a lot of people overlook. You have to know about generation of tags, what kind of pellets, where it was made, when it was made, and whether the tags match in terms of date and other factors. Patty the Platypus is one of the original 9, and she's worth $55. She's a no dumpster. No dumpster. A lot of criteria you have to do when you're appraising this. So don't believe these people who you don't know who these sources are. They're just going up there saying everything's worth nothing or everything's worth millions. So you got to think about that.
You know what, Dr. Lori, too, before we get to the next item, people will say, oh, Dr. Lori, what's her background? I always tell people she's everywhere. She's the History Channel. She knows her stuff. You've got the YouTube channel. Just give people an idea of your background as we continue along right now.
I have a PhD in art history. I'm a professional appraiser for nearly 25 years. I evaluate 20,000, more like 25,000 objects a year, every year. Video call appraisals all over the United States and the world. I mean, I've done this a long time. and I'll tell you the truth about what you have, what it's really worth. I don't care about telling you it's a piece of junk. I want you to know the truth. So I've been doing that a long time, and you can always look me up on drloriB.com. Let's talk about these. These are toy ray guns, a pair of them. What do you want to know about them?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to read them.
They're toy ray guns. So, your two little brothers at age 8 and 10 would each have a ray gun, the 1950s and 60s, and they'd shoot each other in the backyard.
Okay.
So these are not water guns. These are not squirt guns. These are not squirt guns.
Not squirt guns.
Lori, when it comes to toys, it seems like in the past, it's like if you have, more of a memories attached to it, it can bring value. Do people hold on to toys? Are you seeing a big market for toys right now, especially from that era?
Toys are a very emotional market. And as them being a very emotional market, people will in fact pay a lot of money for antique and vintage toys to, of course, think about can you all see them?
Yeah.
I can see them. I'm leaning toward.
Basically to think about and try to reclaim your childhood. So that's what these toys tend to do.
Okay.
These are the 1950s, 1960s.
I'm going to say dumpster.
I'm going no dumpster.
Okay.
We're going to
Good.
split.
We're different now. Okay.
What do you think, Roxanne?
I say dumpster.
You say dumpster. For the pair. Now you're telling me the pair. You throw them both away?
I'm just going to throw them both away. We have too many toys in our house.
Roxanne's like, that's it. I'm out of here.
Done. No more toys.
$250. The toy market is very emotional. For the pair, $250. And again, remember, that's retail value, not auction value. Auction value is always low, so don't get mixed up. Condition, quality, and of course, the vintage is always important.
Big key. Okay, Laura, we've got less than 1 minute and one item left, right?
Let's see. Do we have another item left?
Do we?
I think we've done our three.
No, we did it. Okay,
Lori, you're a winner.
This was a rarity. We have never gotten through all of our items before.
I know.
Oh, I love it. Again,
now, Natalie.
What's that?
You know your stuff. You won the game. Good for you.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Lori has witnessed some pretty poor showings on my behalf several times, right?
We have a lot of fun with Dumpster or No Dumpster, Dr. Lori's Treasure Hunt, and all of my antiquing games, drloriB.com, and tips about selling on my YouTube channel. Thanks, ladies.
And you know what? She also plays these games on Facebook, so you at home can play along with her as well. Dr. Lori, thank you so much. Take care, okay?
Take care.